Italo Calvino's Invisible Cities. Here it is. Originally published in 1972, very famous. I imagine you'll be getting lots of quotes from this because it seems to speak to all sorts of utopian and urban themes. And that is indeed why I've chosen it, though my interest is also in the particular theme of exclusion and exception that this particular passage contains. For those not familiar with the book, it consists of an ongoing conversation between an imaginary Marco Polo and an equally imaginary Kublai Khan. Marco Polo reporting back on the various cities he visits at the behest of the Khan. There's all sorts of things going on in here, but there's a clear relationship back to the past, in particular of Venice, as an island city with an empire of islands around it. And indeed, Calvino's book harks back to a medieval publishing tradition called the Isolario, the island book, where the world was presented in terms of islands, utopian islands often. Calvino presents the world in terms of utopian, possibly dystopian cities, but the inheritance is very clear. Anyway, Italo Calvino. From now on, I'll describe the cities to you, the Khan had said. In your journeys you will see if they exist. But the cities visited by Marco Polo were always different from those thought of by the emperor. And yet I have constructed in my mind a model city from which all possible cities can be deducted, Kublai said. It contains everything corresponding to the norm. Since the cities that exist diverge in various degree from the norm, I need only foresee the exceptions to the norm and calculate the most probable combinations. I have also thought of a model city from which I deduce all others, Marco answered. It is a city made only of exceptions, exclusions, incongruities, contradictions. If such a city is the most improbable, by reducing the number of abnormal elements, we increase the probability that the city really exists. So I have only to subtract exceptions from my model, and in whatever direction I proceed, I will arrive at one of the cities which, always an exception, exist. But I cannot force my operation beyond a certain limit. I would achieve cities too probable to be real. Calvino.